Michelle. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for asking. What brings you in today?
Well, I've been trying to make strides towards my work relationships, and I feel as if I'm doing a little bit better. I'm, getting adjusted where I'm at, but there is that one coworker that has kind of been giving me grief lately.
Okay.
So.
Well, let me just point out that I think it's awesome that you started the session with positive things to say. I'm so happy with that. What a change.
Yes.
Okay.
So this this person at my work, I feel as if that he has some kind of vendetta against me, because it seems as if no matter what, that he wants to blame me for things or take things out on me. For instance, I work at an alternative school, and so he will blame the counselors, but mostly me in general. And sometimes I feel like it's me for girls not being in his class all the time, for being pulled out too much, and I don't have say over the way schedules are done. I don't have say over everything in the school, but it seems as if this man at my work is taking it all, thinking that it's all my fault. And so I've had a hard time lately trying to stop those thoughts and think a different way about him, in a different light.
And how does that make you feel when he's doing that?
It just makes me feel really anxious and nervous, and it makes me question myself, like, am I doing well? Am I doing my job? Because I'm the kind of person where I really want to demonstrate that, I will go out of my way for my coworkers. I do care about people I work with, because we all are a team, and it's important that we work together. So, it makes me feel nervous whenever he comes at me that way, because I don't know if he's going to go tell my boss that I'm a terrible employee. I just started this new job a couple months ago, and, I'm kind of worried about how his reaction towards me already being so negative. I'm worried that it's going to be an issue in the future.
Can you give me one example of maybe a behavior that has been a result of that happening?
Yeah, definitely. I think that this has added to my stress load. I'm more on my toes at work, and I'm trying, I feel very, worried and anxious, and I feel and my behaviors are, that, I'm double checking myself. I'm going back over everything, because I'm feeling as if it's all my fault. I'm blaming myself because this person is blaming me. And so I take it very personally and internalize that, and just kind of make it blow up.
So now when you double check your work, is it correct?
Most of the time, yeah. I'm doing my job responsibilities. I know what my job responsibilities are at my job. Other than that, I'm a counselor, so I'm there to help everybody. We're a team. Right. So my job is to help him and do what he needs me to get done. But also, I have to make sure that my goals are being met. I'm doing what my job is, and so a lot of the times I feel as if I'm just running around like chicken with my head cut off, and I'm not really putting effort towards anything, because I'm so nervous about what this man, and this man he's been working there for a very long time, so he has say in the company, and he has rapport with the program director and everybody. And so I know that what he has to say about me will influence my, evaluations at 90 days. And I just, I'm anxious about that. I am.
Have you, or could you maybe approach him in a way of, like, hey, I've noticed that maybe what I'm doing isn't not being perceived as if I'm doing it correctly.
Right.
Could you maybe give me some advice on something that I could do differently to improve
Yes.
on that? Have you asked him what you could do differently?
Yes, and I have actually, but it seems as if every time I do it that way, he just snaps back with something sarcastic, negative, or just plain disrespectful. This person, they're just coming off to me in just such a negative vibe, and it's very hard for me to deal with that because I try to offset it. I tried to talk to him about, one of the issues we had was he came to me and he said, you have to take this certain girl out of group for this period because you're taking her every day for this period. Well, the way that my schedule goes is they get pulled out of classes, and every day they get pulled out of a different class. So they're only pulled out of that one class. They should only be pulled out of that one class once a day. Once a week, I'm sorry. So, but these girls where we work, it's an alternative school, so therapists come see them and pull them. They go to their counselors and see them, and they are gone. So it's not all my fault that these girls aren't in his period every week, but he kind of projected that onto me, and I felt as if, I had to scramble to accommodate him, and then I am lacking on my job responsibilities because I'm trying to help this person, and so it's very frustrating.
So it sounds like he's generalizing everyone pulling her out of class and making it seem like you're doing it every time.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what happened in the situation. I mean, it was the counselor, and he has this. I feel like he has something against the counselors because he feels as if we're like. He thinks that we act as if we're better than the teachers, which is not true at all. I don't believe that. We're a team. Like, it's important that we work together. So he always says, "Oh, the elitists," and he talks down to us and says that we're elitists at the center, and it rubs me the wrong way. And so I try to retaliate and give him back. I try to help him and do whatever I can, but it seems like all those efforts have just kind of just gone to nothing.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to hear that you have been trying to change it.
Yes.
Taking responsibility and approaching him and talking to him. So at this point, unfortunately, there will be times where you can't control other people or things that happen in your life, and all you can control is your reactions to it.
Yes.
So something I wanted to present to you is an unhelpful thinking style sheet, and I was thinking that maybe you could take it with you so that you could refer to it.
Yes.
So let's see. Like, we'll give an example of emotional reasoning. Okay. Like, you feel like he hates you, so you must be doing your job wrong.
Yes.
So you can come in, I want you to share with me, like next week, come back and say, this situation happened, and this was my thinking style. Okay. And then we can kind of identify and break down. Okay. And another thing that you could do is you could really break down the situation into 5 steps and do an assessment so that you can really examine your behaviors in a way that you can become more aware of your thoughts. Okay. So the more aware you are of your thoughts, then you can have more control over that, and less, instead of trying to control him. Yes. And you can, as a result, change your behaviors so that you're not feeling so anxious at work and things like that, because you don't want to feel that way. So, say if you can identify something, just have this in your pocket or wherever it's convenient, in a folder if you walk around with a clipboard or whatever. Yes, I do. And, you don't have to write this down in that moment, but just something to think about, like, for number one, the situation, where are you? You're at work, what time of day, and just kind of see, like, a pattern in it. Okay. What emotions came up, what physical feelings, you were nervous, your stomach was turning, whatever might come up, your immediate thoughts, like, I'm doing my job wrong. Yes. Or whatever your thoughts are. And then, like, then we can go to the unhelpful thinking style for number 4. And what number 5 would be the impact of the immediate thought, which would most likely be your response or behavior. So I'm an idiot, so then you're second guessing yourself, you're checking your work. Yeah. So then if you could just do that and one assignment of that, and then we'll examine it next week. Do you think that would be helpful? Oh, I think that would be very helpful. I think that I could use that as a good tool for dealing with it, because like you said, a lot of the times my thoughts will just go straight to kind of,
oh, he hates me, oh, he's going to go tell my boss, and I just take a thought and run with it. So at that point, it would be good to sit down and evaluate and say, okay, maybe I can change the way this is going and work with that. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I hope you find that helpful. Anything else going on that you'd like, besides work, that you'd like to talk about?
Okay, you're done.
Oh.
How do I stop?